Wow, what a dark and edgy background. This must be a game that takes itself seriously.
I'll get back to you on that. Okay, everybody, welcome to the Ninja Kids.
Oh, you've probably not heard about this unless I've already told you about it at some point.
Uh-huh. So, basically, this is a 1990 Taito beat-em-up. Yes, another one of those.
Yes. Which came fairly soon after the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles arcade game.
Yes, it did.
Trying to cash in on that glory, I suppose.
Well, I think this game may be more fair.
Yes. It is also, in case you couldn't already tell, extremely silly.
So basically, Ninja Kids is the most violent episode of the Muppets combined with the finest in back alley English localizations.
Yes, well, I bet you had time to read all of that information on legendary ninja lore, right?
Oh, I had plenty.
Well, in that case, let's read out what the next one says, shall we?
Okay. Globular food made of medicinal herb and rice being called...
Right. Okay, then. So, I believe that the first thing we can establish is that the Ninja Kids do not mess around.
Well, it's all puppets, so it's fine.
I was actually kind of curious on why you immediately came to the conclusion that these are all puppets.
Hope, mainly.
Oh, well, okay then.
No, because there are puppet strings on the character select screen.
Well, yes, there is that. But that leads to the conclusion that everything in here is a puppet?
It's a puppet show.
Okay, fine. I guess I'll go with that.
The most violent puppet show.
Well, let's join in on that most violent puppet show then.
Absolutely.
So let's talk a little bit about our character selection.
I use throwing stars. In a beat-em-up. I can hit things from anywhere.
It's probably worth mentioning that the damage system of this game is fairly simple.
Okay, you will be servants of the Satan.
Ah.
Not just any Satan, the Satan.
I love the cutscenes in this game.
Yeah, this is very, very SNK English.
Those guys who are saying this town is ours, they're going to wish that they had not done whatever it is they did to get the town.
So, these character designs, they,
Yeah.
It's not great.
Well, what I was saying was, every attack in this game does the same amount of damage, regardless of character. The only thing that does more damage is your special ninja screen-clearing golden axe style attack.
Oh yes, there is ninja magic.
Uh-huh. Boy, does it work exactly like golden axe.
Yep. Well, we popped that guy.
Yes. Yes, we did. Now, the main advantage of my character is his ridiculous dash attack.
Yes.
Now, all dashes, and in fact all jumps, are completely invulnerable in this game. But the Blue Ninja's dash has a better hitbox, it travels further. I got hit by a car.
Yes, you did get hit by a car. How did you manage that?
There wasn't much warning. Wow.
So you died on the first level.
I completed a speed run of this game previously, and in this run I died on the first, well, half a level.
Well, that's because I wasn't distracting you this time.
You were distracting me this time.
Oh, right, yeah, I was choking you while we were playing.
Pretty much, yes. Well, but it's okay. Much like the game as a whole, we don't have to take this particular speedrun especially seriously.
This isn't a speedrun.
It's definitely not a speedrun. Well, wow. So limbs and heads flying everywhere, huh?
But it's puppets, so it's for kids, like Team America.
Yep. Well, once you collect 3 or 4 scrolls, you get better damage efficiency per scroll. Like if you just use 1, you deal 1 hit worth of damage of anything to everything. But if you use 4, you definitely deal more than 4 hits.
Speaking of which, we're fighting a werewolf.
We're fighting a werewolf. And it's not even a full moon.
Yep.
Let's just trash the store.
Sure, why not? Ninja kids.
I mean, we were wrecking the tables already, might as well finish the job.
Because everyone knows that ninjas were very loud and conspicuously destructive.
Exactly. Oh yes.
Wretch, ninja kids! Do you feel our power?
Now there's a reason that it looked all glitched out. Remember that time stop power-up we picked up before?
Yeah, it glitched the background during these scenes.
Yep. Well, let's go for the sort of mini-game in this game.
The climbing sequence.
The climbing sequence. They are auto-scrollers, and they're kind of annoying. Also, the servants of Satan are throwing furniture at us.
Yep. The servants of the Satan.
I'm sorry. Please excuse my grammar.
We have to set them apart from all of those cheap knockoff Satans.
Also,
they are going to pump you up?
I suppose. Unfortunately, the problem with the invincible dash attack is that you have to be really careful about what distance you're at when you use it, because if you end up right next to an enemy, they will attack you on the frame that your invulnerability wears off.
Indeed.
It's kind of odd that a game that allows you to become invincible at will and still damage enemies still manages to be challenging.
Well, Taito knows how to arcade.
It sure does. Oh yeah, be careful about when you open those doors.
Yep. Sometimes they'll explode.
Sometimes, yes. Wow.
Sometimes terrorists will show up.
Yep. Communist terrorists?
No.
Okay. I was... So tell me who that guy resembles to you.
I believe we're just fighting clones of Yasser Arafat.
Who were throwing Molotovs at us.
Yes. Well, Molotov cocktails were actually first used by the Finns.
Ah, well. It pays to bring a historian into these videos, folks.
It pays to bring a historian into this ridiculously silly game.
Indeed. Actually, looking back on it, my choice of character was great for playing the game solo, but when playing with someone else, I kinda get in the way because you can hit each other in this game.
Well, you can knock each other around, but you can't actually cause damage to each other. This isn't Battletoads.
It's still really awkward, though. It's caused the problems. And I really wish, in retrospect, that I had picked the other distance character for this, because it would make our teamwork much easier.
Well, that's too bad. Ninja kids.
Ninja kids. Well, yeah, so going back to the violence, there's not much left of those guys after we're done with them, is there?
No. Look, guys who are actually trying to summon Satan are a problem.
Yeah. By the way, those guys with the candlesticks are actually pretty tough because They attack very shortly after dropping down, and sometimes they have super armor.
Yep.
So we decided to not bother.
We have to bother with this guy, though.
Yeah, we kind of do.
Yeah, we have to fight Fry Guy in this game.
Yeah. Now, I'm a little out of practice here, so I'm taking some hits. But you can see the effect of jumping in this game.
Yes.
There is... Oh, jeez. I didn't even realize that you were getting killed in the background there.
Well, don't worry about it.
I'm sort of wondering if this guy throws more fireballs when there's two players. It's tough to tell.
Well, you can always find out.
I suppose. But now we're going to show you why the red ninja attack is so much... or jump attack is so much better than the blue ninja jump attack.
Because it actually is an area of effect.
Yes. I believe the yellow ninja jump no, wait, no.
Come on, ninja kids! Here is a graveyard of you.
My favorite line in the entire game.
Forget SNK English, this is Zero Wing English.
Well then, here we...
Zombies.
Yes, we were also introduced to the first destructible objects that explode. Also, why does that car move during time stop?
Well, it also has a stand.
Well, even other stand users usually can't move during time stop, though.
How fast can you go from 0 to 60 in the stopped time?
Well, also, is there some sort of law requiring that every instance of time stop must result in a JoJo reference?
At this point, yes.
Okay, fine.
So you stepped on a landmine that dropped a girder on you.
Yes. Also, it's worth mentioning that the zombies do not stop showing up at this point. All you can do is move forward.
Yeah, there are some places in this game where enemies infinitely spawn.
Yeah. Well, we'll take care of that.
Well, more like you'll take care of that.
Yeah, but those guys with guns are surprisingly a pain to fight.
Yeah, who would have thought?
They're the only guys with guns in the entire game as well.
Uh-huh.
By the way, there's something else I wanted to note, which is no two levels have the same enemies.
Yep.
That took some work. I'm quite impressed. And none of the enemies behave in the exact same way either.
Yes. Yeah, what you need to remember about Taito is that they actually had some decent ideas for game design.
Yeah.
You know, like how they invented Space Invaders and basically the top-down shooter.
Well, power loader time. The trick is that its melee attack comes out instantly.
These are the perils of contracting to zombies.
Wow, that short hop though. It is
rude.
It is extremely rude. So we just stay invulnerable for the rest of the fight, pretty much.
Yep.
And I still get hit because, jeez.
Yep. Because this game hates you. And down he goes.
Yep. Who is that guy?
Geppetto, I guess.
He's never shown in any pose other than that one.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Okay, he's not kidding.
He is definitely not joking there.
A bad ninja appears.
We'll save the further explanations for the boss fight. For now, we must ascend the Satan blimp.
Yes. Yeah. The Satan blimp.
So, these puppets are similar to previous levels, except their limbs don't go flying. Also, they can breathe fire if we give them a chance, which we don't.
Of course, we're not gonna do that. But now we have to deal with the ninja puppets.
Yeah, these henchmen have a lot of tricky moves. They can throw things, they can jump kick.
Yep.
Alright, now what I wanted to do was get at least 3 scrolls, because a screen coming up is going to be much more difficult without them.
Yes.
I actually prefer 4 scrolls, but whatever. Well,
Well, you got the scrolls, barely.
barely. I've never had that few scrolls in a run before.
What about the practice run we did before this one?
Oh, yeah. It's... You're bringing a curse on me.
Yeah.
This survival is, rather luck-based. The only important thing to do is to make sure that you don't stay right at the bottom of the screen, because that stops the scrolling, and that's really bad.
Yes. You can't fall off the Satan blimp.
Unless you run out of lives.
Okay, here's our boss fight, Phase 1.
There are a lot of phases. Now, in one player, using a scroll here would immediately move to Phase 2, but no such luck here.
Sorry.
You should be sorry, this is your fault. Another thing that I have to credit the game for is that even the level 1 magic attacks look like they are, well, attacks as opposed to a light breeze.
Yes. Okay, now we actually have to fight the dude.
Phase 2 is actually not that difficult, mostly because of the many ways you can do invulnerable attacks.
Yes.
Or, in my brother's case, attack from range. Phase 3. This is what trips up people who are playing solo. Yeah, those clones do not go away with time, and they take a lot of hits. They sometimes get super armor, too.
Yep.
Like that.
Oh, yeah, I got hit by one of his barbells, sorry.
Yep. Wow. Definitely the most difficult fight in the game.
Mm-hmm. But fair. Unto
Kind
players. Oh, did you just throw a bat at us?
Yes, he did.
Okay, now we're in Phase 4.
Yes. In this phase, he just tries to drag the fight out as long as possible. Yeah, every time he takes a hit, he does that invulnerable teleport thing.
Yep.
Yeah. Well,
Oh, I bet he's almost done. Thankfully, he's pretty easy to lock out in this phase.
yeah. Now that I think about it, the power loader was also a multi-phase fight.
Yes.
Although the phases did not have nearly as much variety as this one.
Yep.
Wow, you just got thrown around by that attack.
However, well, down he goes.
Whoa. I had to go through some practice to beat that guy on 1 credit in my other run.
Yep.
Oh boy. More cutscenes.
The resurrection of the Satan is soon. At any risk, keep them in Sakak.
Kak. Sakak. Wonderful. Also, we didn't let the Chapter 1 title go with enough commentary. An aimed town? I seriously want to know what the original meaning was supposed to be, because I have no idea. Oh, wow. Okay, so those guys just don't care.
Yeah, they're just coming right through.
Mm-hmm. And here we get more new enemy types.
Oh yeah. There's new stuff right up to the end of this game.
Yep. There are a few repeats in the last level, but that's almost tradition for video games, and especially arcade games.
And especially early 90s action games.
Yeah. These guys, they look like previous zombies, but they actually have a quirk which makes them tricky. You see, they count as different enemies between hit 1 and hit 2. Like, if you use a scroll, it will just knock their heads off, no matter how powerful it is.
Oh, I see. Well, hi everybody.
Oh, hey. Well,
you're all under arrest.
I don't think that's what the Ninja Kids do.
Absolutely not.
I wanted to use the scroll earlier, but it turns out you're not allowed to do that in Time Stop. That's why you saw me jumping around before.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Well.
Oh my.
Yeah. Wait a minute, what kind of guys were these?
Neo-Sapien puppets?
Perfect. I approve of this idea. Ouch. Their attack is damaging on frame 1.
Yep.
The game loves to do that. Because, I guess, if there's any warning, you'll invulnerable your way out.
Oh, yeah. The falling bones can't hurt you, by the way. They're just decoration.
Yes. Halloween decorations, I guess? I'm sorry.
Did you get killed somewhere in here?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Yes, I definitely did. You might notice though that this game does not munch coins like some of the other games that we've played.
No, you can actually get good at this game.
Well.
Okay, final boss of the Satan.
The Satan. And well, this is
actually very easy.
Yeah, you can just jump attack the entire time and you're pretty much okay. I mean, some of its attacks are tough to avoid if you don't use your many ways of being invulnerable, like I did. Wow, every time I fight this boss I'm embarrassed because I tried to play it like I would another brawler game and pay attention to hitboxes and attack.
That doesn't work.
Yeah, it doesn't work. My brother has the right idea. And more or less the right character as well. So in the second phase it's exactly the same as the first phase, except there's a suction effect.
Yes.
Which mostly makes it easier to hit the boss, so I don't know.
This is a very disappointing The Satan fight.
Yeah. By the way, we're coming up on a rare opportunity in video games, which is the opportunity to observe the exact point in which the developers run out of money.
Uh-huh.
Which is right here.
By the activity of Ninja.
This is the entire ending right here. And if you'll take a look, the Satan is still there.
He's still exploding, yes.
Yep. They didn't even have the budget to make him disappear.
Yep. Well, that's the end of the Ninja Kids.
Ooh, it sure is. Well, I'm at a loss for words.
Well, I'm glad that you agreed to my suggestion.
Yes, my brother was the one who suggested this game, and I'm really glad that it happened, because otherwise I would have never heard of it, and I would have missed out on something. I would have definitely missed out on something, alright.
This is definitely a game that we played.
Yes. I actually enjoyed it, and there are a lot of really nice touches in this game.
For starters, it's actually somewhat fair.
Yes. The power-ups are completely random, by the way. I forgot to mention that.
Oh, yes.
So sometimes you get point items, sometimes you get...
invincibility.
that kills everything as well, yes.
No, there are 3 kinds of invincibility in this game.
Yeah. Well, thank you for watching.
Yep.
I hope you enjoyed it.
So do I.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on, let's,
Oh, high scores, yes.
I finally got a higher score than you.
Yes, I was so ashamed that I did not put in my initials. This is a game that cares about continues, by the way. It doesn't give you the point of shame, but it does reset your score.
Mm-hmm.
Well, did you enjoy recording this game?
Yes, I did.
So did I. Well, I guess that's it. Later, everyone.
See you next time.